Hello everyone, we're here tonight for race number 4, the Legends Racing League Street Stock season here at Phoenix International Raceway, Legacy Phoenix 2008 version for 70 laps here at the 1 mile racetrack as qualifying is underway momentarily right now. And right now, no drivers will be going home tonight as of the moment. I think we have a 26 car field right now. But drivers doing their laps, 2 laps around this racetrack. And let's see who can go out on top. Also, $10 to the pulser like every week from All Scene Motorsports as Eric Heater, who was fastest in practice on the racetrack right now in that 28 machine. Thing is, it hasn't been the good luck to have gone on pole position. Each of our pulsers have finished 22nd on average, all finishing outside the top 20 this season. So being on pole position isn't exactly the best place to be here, but we'll see how it plays out here as Eric here setting his lap right now. He was fastest in practice, like I said. Aaron Brown was second fastest in practice, so that's one those 2 drivers to look out for right now. As we're watching Eric Heater. Let's show the current laps right here as 2 drivers setting laps. Hunter Tripshot on top of the board, first driver. Now Jordan Kuntz points leader right on top of the board, 31.7. Eric Heater get across the line. He goes 31.792, right behind Jordan Kuntz. As we'll see the gaps filling out to the left side of your screen right now. Jordan Kuntz on pole position as of now. And Eric Heater improved his lap time. Here comes Jordan Kuntz also. Off of turn 4. Can he improve that 31.781? He's tracking a little bit faster. Looking good, and he is not going to improve. He's a 10th off. Eric Heater got across the line. Will he improve on his lap time? He won't. Wolfgang Hoffman, top 3rd place position. Great. He had a great practice session going too. Also, that puts himself in P3 in qualifying. Aaron Brown. I don't see him on the time screen right now. There he goes, up to P4 for Aaron Brown. As that's his laps completed. Brendan Time is still working his 2nd lap right now. He's in 5th place, or winner at Charlotte. But can anyone top Jordan Kuntz? As Gabriel Goli in 6th place right there. He's having a good run right now. It's halfway through qualifying. Malachi Jake 6th. Brady Floyd up to 4th. Let's see where Brendan Time goes. He does not go quicker. Brady Floyd up to P4 in the 2nd lap right there. Some of these drivers having faster 2nd lap. Some were not. Eric Helbing up to P5. That was his 1st lap completed. Can he improve here? Cody Webster looking to improve on his lap right here. He was about the 10th and a half off of Jordan Kuntz. Can he improve? Go to P1 here. The 1 machine. Malkajek goes up to 17. Improved on his 2nd lap. Can Cody Webster improve on his 2nd lap? It looks like he will not, as Keplinger on his 2nd lap get across the line. He does improve. He goes up to P4, so Keplinger into the 2nd row now. The driver is not qualifying right now. Luke Peters, last week's winner at Lanier, or 2 weeks ago at Lanier. He's looking to go on pole position here tonight. So he'll be probably the last driver to qualify here. Everyone else has set a lap time that's in the session. So we have a 23 car field for tonight's race. As Peter's going to go high in turn 3 and 4, trying to set up for his 2nd lap. His 2nd and final lap. Let's see what he can do here. Across the line. This is kind of a throwaway lap for him. He's going to go P18, I believe. P17. Do 1 and 2 he goes. Down the back straight away. Tracking pretty good right now, up 2/10. I would put him on pole position as of now. Really quick down to the 6s, it says. He'll go back up to the 8s. He'll cross the line. He goes not pole position, but he goes P6 for Luke Peters. So good run for him up into the 3rd row. But he's going to round out qualifying in 6th place, and that's going to be in for qualifying. Jordan Kuntz, your pole sitter for tonight's race, our points leader, coming into tonight also. So the $10 will go to him from All Scene Motorsports sponsorship there. So that's going to wrap up qualifying, and we'll be right back for a 70 lap race at Phoenix. Hello everyone, we are gridding right now for this race here tonight at Phoenix. Like I mentioned, 70 laps, 70 miles around the tournament racetrack in Phoenix, Arizona. As these drivers green up, Jordan Kuntz, Eric Heater on the front row for tonight's race. Let's take a quick look at your grid and your starting order for tonight's race. On pole position, Jordan Kuntz, our points leader right now, and Eric Heater alongside him in second. Wolfgang Hoffman in third, Eric Helpinger in fourth, Brady Ford fifth, Luke Peters last week, or 2 weeks ago, last race winner, I guess I should say, starting in sixth place. Aaron Brown seventh, USA winner, Malachi Drake in eighth, Brendan Timon, Charlotte winner in ninth, Cody Webster in 10th. Rafe Hatlin, who got pole position in the last race at South Boston, Giant P11, Gabriel Goyle in 12th, Ryan Philbrick in 13th, Hunter Tripshit 14th, Luke Calafaro 15th, Nicholas Almans 16th, Matt Burrow 17th, Frank Hughes 18th, Chad Fry 19th, Jeff Brzezinski in 20th, Brendan Yates in 21st, Daniel Reinbold in 22nd. And rounding out the field is Dominic Hughes in 23rd, and I believe we have Christian Rudman, who is starting 24th instead of Sean Yerrick. And we can show him real quick. Yeah, Christian Rudman in that 6 machine, he's starting in 24th place. Brandon Wynn, Paxton, Brandon, and Sean Yerrick not grid up for tonight's race. They're not in the session currently. Right now, we're looking to go green, not this time by, but next time by. As Jordan Kuntz will lead us to the green. And for this race, some info. One extra tire set for tonight's race. They'll probably will need it because, I mean, based off the practice, these right fronts are really wearing out a lot throughout this run. And that should be something to note, is the tire wear management for tonight's race can be very important. So the last time we were here at Phoenix, was within last season, I believe. We have raced here every single season, actually, all 8 seasons before this. There have been 6 different winners in the Street Stock series here, and so it's very unique. Just like USA and Charlotte, we've been to those tracks every single season. And season 8, the winner here was actually the finale, is Parker White, who won here, and Michael Reserve won the championship in that race. That was on April 6th of 2022. So about 2.5 or so years later, we're back here at Phoenix to do 70 laps here, and we're about to go green. As Jordan Kuntz will lead us to the green flag this time by his pace car is going to pull off into pit lane. And green flag is out, and we're racing here at Phoenix. As we've already seen some action, Wolfgang going 3 wide, looking a little bit there on Jordan Kuntz, but he backs out of it early. Side by side for the race lead. Heater on the outside, Kuntz on the inside lane. Just side by side through the field. Got through lap 1 cleanly. As Eric here is still on the outside lane, trying to get by Jordan Kuntz to get that fresh air ahead. Kuntz fighting back hard on the inside lane, still side by side through the whole field. So lap 1 completed, still side by side. These top 10 positions right now. We have a big gaggle of cars in those first 11 or so rows. Off of turn 2. One thing to note, these cars get pretty tight off of turn 2 from my testing and what drivers have been saying in practice. So turn 2 is definitely a spot that you do not want to hit the outside wall, as they're still side by side for this first 12 rows. First 12 drivers, I should say, all the way back to Rafe Hatlin in 15th or in that 11th place position. Here comes Ryan Philbrick ahead of him, also behind him, but still side by side, kind of just looking like we're still the pace laps, honestly. So it's very interesting to see how this plays out. As Wolfgang Hoffman really gets a good run, you might be able to clear Keplinger, but Keplinger is still sticking on the outside lane. But can anyone get by each other? That's gonna be. I mean, we're only 3 laps in this race, and they're still side by side for the race lead. As can anyone actually clear each other for the race lead? It's a lot of side by side action. You have to brake a lot at this racetrack actually too. In Season 8, it wasn't much braking. It was a lot more lifting and just kind of coasting, using momentum. Here, you actually have to brake and really you can send into the corners. I mean, man, these guys are still side by side every single time we go through these corners. I mean, no one has really been, the inside lane, outside lane hasn't really been much better than any. I mean, no one's really had an advantage. Heaters, I think, led the most laps here on the outside lane, but Kuntz has been holding on strong. Wolfenhaven's still there in third, Kelvin in fourth, and no one's been able to really do much in this top few positions here. But still working lap 5 right now, and we're still side by side for the first 2 rows. Wolfgang sending up the racetrack, getting a little tight. Kuntz going either up the racetrack still, as they're still just side by side for the race lead. Man, it's gonna be tough to clear someone here, as these guys are fighting really hard. And also, like I said, one thing though is the tire wear. How good will these guys save their tires here? It's gonna get hotter and hotter throughout this race, with the track time going up and up. Since we're starting in the morning time, track time's only gonna get hotter and hotter. And at Phoenix, it's gonna get pretty hot pretty quick. Hoffman sending it to the inside again, trying to get clear of Kelpinger. Almost there. Kuntz a little bit farther ahead than he was last time. He was about half a car length ahead of Heater, but Heater gets such a good run off the exits. Here comes Wolfgang Hoffman. He might make it 3 wide for a second here. It looks like he will. 3 wide for the race lead. Wolfgang up on the inside lane. Kuntz gonna cut him off, and Hoffman's gonna back out of it, as this could allow Heater to get around the exit. But looks like Kuntz still holding on strong on the inside lane. No one's giving an inch right now. Hoffman might be able to clear Keplinger here, and Kuntz got, like I say, he's slowly getting a little bit ahead of Heater every time off of 2. That time was a little bit, about 75%. Wolfgang Hoffman really being aggressive in the inside lane, using the rumble strip there down in the dog leg, as there's 3 wide off of the race lead. Hoffman on the inside, Kuntz in the middle, Heater on the outside. 3 wide off of turn 4. And so 3 wide also for 5th place right there. Luke Pierce on the outside, Aaron in the middle, Brady Floyd 3 wide on the inside. Keplinger blinking out a little bit. That's 3 wide. Kuntz getting a little tight, and there he goes. Here goes Wolfgang Hoffman for the race lead. 3 wide for 1st and 4th if Keplinger continues to blink out here. But crazy racing we're seeing right now here at Phoenix. It's Emerald sideways. He got pushed by Cody Webster in that one machine. I just got to allow Brady Floyd to maybe clear him off the exit here. This Keplinger continuing to blink in and out. Unfortunate for him, not be able to get that draft on the front straightaway or the back straightaway. Wolfgang really sending it up the racetrack. He goes almost in the Kuntz. Kuntz clears Keeter, but he's not clear enough. As Kuntz is sideways, he saves it as they keep it going 4 wide. Aaron Brown, Brady Ford, Cody Webster, still contact. Floyd in the wall. They're banging off each other. Everyone's 5 wide. They keep it green though, as we're 3 wide in the back here. Malachi Drake involved a little bit there, as Kuntz is still getting shoveled back, still getting bumped to the inside. Here comes Ryan Philbrick as Eric Keeter takes the race lead from Jordan Kuntz, as they were side by side for the past 10 laps, and Kuntz tried to clear himself but just wasn't clear enough, and that allowed Eric Keeter to take the race lead. Remember what happened last race between those drivers? Kuntz and Heater got into it with each other in turn 1 and 2 late in the race, and here comes Wolfgang Hoffman for the race lead now, as Kuntz has fallen all the way back to 14th, as he's again getting involved in more carnage right now. Our points leader struggling. He still has a drop though, but man, it's really going to be tough for him to come back, because he actually has some severe damage right now. As Wolfgang Hoffman has taken the race lead. Can he clear Eric Keeter? As they're still side by side for the race lead for the past 11 laps. And Eric Kelpinger, Luke Pierce in the mix right now, as Jordan Kuntz continues to fall back further through the field, down to 16th place right now. That's our points leader, and that's going to be big implications in this race. Each position is about 2 points, so that's 32 points he's lost from that simple mistake trying to clear himself off of Eric Keeter. So Wolfgang Hoffman trying to do the same thing. He's been really aggressive this race, making it 3 wide multiple times, and also really sitting in turn 1 and 2. That's really what Wolfgang's been doing most of this race. He's been really aggressive, and it's paid off for him. I mean, he's looking for the race lead right now. As Eric Keeter and Eric Kelpinger, 2 Erics, side by side for second now. And Luke Peters, watch out for him. He's been quick all season long and into last season. So are you working lap 13 right now? battle for first place. 4 cars involved. You can kind of see zoomed out a little bit more. See another 4-car pack in the back there. Further back, that's Aaron Brown, Rafe Hatland, Cody Webster, and another 5 or so car pack here in the 13th place. This is where Jordan Kuntz is at. He's in 16th place right there behind this pack. So you can get up to 12th place up ahead. That's Hunter Tripsha leading this pack. But right now, we're going to focus on the battle for the race today is Wolfgang Hoffman, Eric Keeter side by side again. I mean, these guys have, the lead has not been side by side for at all this race. Constant side by side action throughout the whole pack. As there are 3 wide in the back here, Rafe Hatland, Aaron Brown, and Malachi Drake side by side, 6th place, bouncing off each other, still bouncing off each other as Cody Webster has joined the group ahead of them. Got 5-car battle for the race lead now. There's 3 wide for turn 3 and 4 as they're still bouncing off each other. Crazy racing throughout the whole pack, side by side action all throughout this pack. As here comes Eric Keeter, he clears Wolfgang Hoffman, and Eric Keeter finally is clear, and the race lead has finally been given up to Eric Keeter, and officially he can actually be by himself right now for a few moments, not having to worry about anyone going side by side with him. As now we have side by side for second, Luke Pierce and Wolfgang Hoffman. We go back to the battle as there's still 3 wide for 6th place. As Aaron Brown's stuck in the middle lane, he has a little bit of left front damage. As on almost some contact between Malachi Drake and Brady Floyd. But side by side still as Rafe Howland up the racetrack he goes, and this is going to allow Luke LaFaro and Brendan Timon to pull their way up here, up in this battle for Malachi Drake got really loose up battle for 6th place. Let's go back up to the lead pack here. 5 cars up ahead of here. As they're side by side for second, single file out behind them. Wolfgang Hoffman looking for a way around Luke Peters right now. Luke Peters doing the same thing to Wolfgang Hoffman, trying to get the outside lane. We saw Heater use the outside lane to get by Wolfgang Hoffman, and he was able to clear Wolfgang off of turn 2, but he just had to work it lap by lap. But we're going to go back. These guys are still 3 wide for 7th place as Aaron Brown is finally clears. Oh, Malcolm took ground hard, hitting the outside wall he goes, and that's going to bring out the caution for tonight. First caution of the night on lap 18. As what a hard hit for Malachi Drake there. And caution is out here tonight as Malachi Drake, Brendan Timon, Rafe Hatland involved there. He had no steering, I don't believe. Up the racetrack he goes right in front of Matt Moreau. And that's going to be the first caution of the night. As, he backed into, and that was Chad Fry in the 22. That's unfortunate for him. Oh, and Ryan Philbrick got involved again there. Let's take a look at what happened there. Looks like Malcolm, they were 3 wide for a long time in this pack here. And let's see, it looks like Malachi Drake, Rafe Hatland just got a little contact. Brady Floyd, and all 5 of them crashed into the outside wall. And that's going to bring out the first caution of the night. And Malachi Drake having the tow there. That's unfortunate for that 90 machine. But Eric Keeter, race leader. Let's see, will pit stops happen this time by? Will anyone take some tires here? Just Brady Floyd will definitely have to come down pit lane and take his fast spare. Everyone has 1 fast spare for tonight. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag. Hello everyone, we're back here live at Phoenix Raceway, and juice going just happened a few moments ago. Eric Keeter choosing the outside lane on Wolfgang Hoffman on the inside lane, so pretty even inside-outside choices right there. So going back green here, we had about an 18 lap run, green flag run there, and saw a lot of side-by-side action, a lot of three-wide racing here so far. A lot of action tonight. It's only 22 laps into this race, so it's going to be a good one here for his next about 50 or so laps. As pace car pulls off, and green flag out. Eric here gets on the gas early, and he's gonna be clearing. So is Luke Peters, as they're gonna both clear. Wolfgang Hoffman looking to slot himself in the P3 right now. As Aaron Brown, Cody Webster, contact between these two drivers, and gets in the back bumper of Cody. As their single follows, oh, they're rocking in the back right there. As that's gonna be a caution here, and Frank Hughes around in the back. One car was completely sideways. And that might have been... not sure who that was. Was that Brady? There was a blue car right there in the Smithfield. It was a 22. 22 tried fry around, and he got into, I think him and Brady Floyd had some contact there. Tried fry move up the racetrack just a little bit, clipped the apron, got into the back side of the 20. Around he goes, and caution flag flies for the second time tonight. Eric Keeter remains your race leader, but Luke Peters is up to second now after a great restart. And 25 laps into this race, we've had two cautions back to back here. As we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the green flag. As we're back live here at Phoenix. Eric Keeter, right now you're a race leader, 10 laps to go to the end of the stage, and him and Luke Peters 1-2 positions right now. But Keeter trying to look for a good result finally. I mean, last race he wrecked, finished in 13th place. Not great, not terrible, but not a great result for Eric Keeter. In USA, he got wrecked late in that race also and finished in P20. In Charlotte, he finished P5s and he had a good result there, but he has not had a good few runs in the past two races, but still sitting pretty good in points. He still has a championship contention right now. He's sitting P6 in the points, 41 points back. And speaking of points, let's take a quick look at our point standings right now. As you can see on the right side of your screen, Jordan Kuntz in first place. He had a struggling early in this race. He had some contact between him and Eric Keeter for the race lead. And that put him down in the 16th. Right now, he's worked his way back up to 8th place. And he's 18 points off Aaron Brown, who's in 5th. Malachi Drake tied with Aaron Brown also. And Malachi Drake is 1 lap down right now. I think he's actually, I believe he is 1 lap down. Might be 2. He did have to tow because of that big wreck he had off of turn 4. No, he's 2 laps down right now, but he will get a wave at per every yellow. So if he gets 2 more yellows, he'll be back on the lead lap. So he's keeping this race. He has a chance. It's still a good points position for him. And Wolfgang Hoffman having a strong run this season. He's in 3rd place right now and 5th in the championship contender. standings right now, so he has a good chance of clawing his way back and being a championship contender in the midpoint of the season. So out to go green this time by. Yeah, again, either choose the outside lane, here's on the inside this time. As green flag is out, and we're back racing here at Phoenix. Try to shoot the whole track right now as we're side by side for P3, as we're clean through one, as we're side by side for third place, fourth and fifth place behind. As the top two have pulled away right now, and they're not side by side. As Aaron Brown really loose on the inside of Cody Webster right there. As they single file out a little bit. Tire will gonna be a big factor in tonight's race. 30 laps already on these tires, and that could spell some trouble for some of these drivers, as if they didn't manage their tires too well. As they're 3 wide now for third place, Cody Webster on the inside of Wolfgang Hoffman. Cody Webster up to P3, gonna clear Wolfgang Hoffman. So 3 wide here for 6th place. 7th place actually. Aaron Brown on the outside lane, clipping Keplinger up the racetrack. He goes side by side with Jordan Coons, bouncing off each other. Here comes Brendan Timon, Luke Lafaro, Jeff Praninsky on the inside lane there in 5th place. As Luke Peters and Eric Peters are wrecking the back right there. Chad Fry, they save it though as no caution is out as they keep it straight. Now still side by side, basically for the whole field right now, is Aaron Brown going to really lean on each other. As Wolfgang Hoffman up ahead, side by side with their teammate Cody Webster. As Luke Peters and Eric Peters trying to pull away from the rest of this field. Mostly a lot more single file than it was at the beginning. These drivers learning more about their race cars throughout the run. The first 30 laps, they're kind of learning what's how to pass, how to make moves. Also, the tire wear. More tire wear will allow these guys to spread out a little bit more. Who saved their tires the best, who didn't. Wolfgang Hoffman still side by side with Cody Webster. It's Cody Webster trying to hang on the outside lane, trying to clear Wolfgang. Wolfgang really on the gas early off of 2. Get a good run off the exit. But Cody Webster on the outside lane here at Phoenix. The outside lane's really good off the exits. We saw Heater use it, Luke Peters use it. Luke Lafaro and Brendan Timon was bowing there in the background. There's Luke Lafaro. No, Brendan Timon not taking his Luke Lafaro. You see his steering wheel, his gloves all over the place right there, losing it as Brendan Timon shoved him in the inside of that corner right there. Still side by side for P3. Wolfgang Hoffman just sending it in 1. Trying to make it stick on the inside lane, get by Cody Webster as Eric Keplinger, as they're still joining each other. Brady Floyd, Luke Lafaro, and Brendan Timon. That pack right there really being aggressive right there for P9. As they're almost sideways there. As we're coming to the stage here soon, as Canadian Jordan Coots get some stage points and regroup from a terrible beginning of this race. Him and Eric, like I said, had some contact on lap 10, and that's sent him all the way to the back there to about P17-ish. As he's got a good run on these guys up ahead, coming to the white flag for the stage this time by. As Luke Peters and Eric here got to duke it out for the stage win right here. And remember with the new rule change, there is no stage caution. So we stay green even once they cross the line, as they're dooring each other for third place right now. As Eric Peters side by side with Luke Peters, white flag for the stage this time by. We're going to zoom out a little bit here so we can see all the battles throughout this racetrack right now. Luke Peters on the inside lane here, got a good run off the exit. He's got a clear Peters. Well, Peters uses them up for the first stage win though. As they're side by side for third place behind them. Wolfgang Hoffman, Cody Webster side by side for third. As Peters isn't going to get the Eric here, so Eric here is going to win the stage here at Phoenix. Can Cody Webster get to Wolfgang Hoffman? It's going to be close. Wolfgang Hoffman barely gets it at the line as someone is blown up. Jordan Cooch is blown up. As he's around and right in front of the field he goes, as he had some earlier damage, and that's going to be a pretty massive wreck as Luke Lafaro involved. Brendan Timon had nowhere to go, and Jordan Cooch is going to have to tow right now as Luke Lafaro is spinning out right there as he blew up with his damage he had. Right at the stage. And Jeff Priyotsky had nowhere to go and got right into the back of Jordan Kuntz, and Luke Lafaro and Brandon Tyler had nowhere to go, and there was a big stack up behind them, and Kuntz reset really quick. And Jordan Kuntz is having a terrible race right now, which that is terrible for him, but for everyone else, I mean, he is the points leader by a pretty good margin. He's all the way down in the last place of the drivers on the lead, on the racetrack. And one thing to note, we haven't really talked about this race, was the general classification right now. And Jordan Kuntz right now would be Malachi. Aaron Brown would have a big gap over these guys, and Wolfgang Hoffman could also, and Luke Peters. I mean, this is really up for grabs right now. Is there's not really a drop. There's no drop you have for this classification, so you get I mean, this could really shake things up here in this. Also, this is also points pay, so $10 for the yellow jersey, which is what I'm talking about. So it's basically the seconds throughout the season that you're behind the leader of the race. Also, the green jersey, Jordan Kuntz is leading too. So I mean, that could be a big factor here. But this isn't a super speedway; it's kind of in mix. But that could be a big factor in that championship, and also the main championship too. Just you have one drop, but still, you don't want to use your drop here at Phoenix because you have Homestead and a short track at Lanier last race of the season. So that's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. As we're gonna take a quick, we're gonna get a quick interview from Eric Keeter, our stage winner. Let's see if we can get him into the booth. Doesn't look like he's here, so we'll pull in Wolfgang Hoffman. He's actually in third place, so we'll pull him. He's the highest driver here, who's in the server right now. I believe it's Trusk on this time. He's not, so we'll pull him in real quick. Hello, Wolfgang. This is the broadcaster with you. Got a copy?
Hey, I got a copy. What's up, Talon?
Up the third in the stage, had a good result there. You had some laps led also, bound for the race lead. How are you feeling right now, halfway through this race, and in the top 5 right now?
Oh, pretty good. I'm kind of worried I killed my tires in that battle with Cody. I've just been trying to stay consistent, not killing my tires, but I think Cody was not giving me a lot of space, so we banged doors a couple of times, and I don't know if that was my fault or his, more so. I think maybe it was a little bit of both of us. But yeah, that's scrubbed up my tires a little bit, so hopefully that isn't too bad. Do you think I'd like to see what's happening from your perspective on that?
You had some side-by-side action with a lot of people. I mean, most people have been side-by-side this whole race. Honestly, it's been kind of hard to pass. How have you been able to make some moves? I mean, you worked your way through the field up to first for a few laps there, and as the inside lane, it seems like the outside lane's kind of been the better passing lane, but also the inside's been okay too sometimes.
I just have more experience on the inside. That's why I like it. I think it's just probably a better lane for me, because I know in practice I struggled to when I was on the outside I could rip it, but I thought it was much easier for me to make mistakes on the outside than on the inside. So I think I just prefer to be on the inside for now.
You're coming to green flag here, so we'll let you go, and good luck in the rest of your race.
Yep, thank you, Talon.
As Wolfgang Hoffman rounding himself in the third place, Eric Keeter, Luke Peter is not able to be interviewed for the in-race interviews at least, but right now Wolfgang Hoffman having a great season so far, 5th in the points like we saw earlier, and I mean overall just good results for him. Right now looking pretty good here late in this mid in the middle of this race, as we still have 30 laps to go. As pace car is off, and Keeter on the gas earlier yet again. Can Luke Peters slap himself off ahead of Cody Webster? He's going to be able to, but here comes Wolfgang Hoffman to the inside lane. Going to make things interesting here on the inside. As we have one car sliding up there. Oh, it's contact as there he goes around. He's off the racetrack though, so we stay green. As Wolfgang Hoffman side by side with Luke Peters. Aaron Brown behind him. And Cody Webster 2 by 2 for his second place position. is still side by side for a second. Luke Peters on the outside lane. Wolfgang Hoffman trying to make the inside lane work like he said in his interview. He really liked that inside lane, and he preferred it due to his practice experience. I mean, at Phoenix, it's typically you run the inside lane, and the outside's pretty good for defending, as we've seen all race long. The outside lane has been really good for defending right now. As the driver that spun out was Ryan Philbrick. And also one driver down pit lane. But Peter pulling away from these guys up ahead. He has about half a second lead over these guys in second place, battling for second right now. Ryan Bolt was the one pit. Oh, Cody Webster, Eric Kelvinger in the outside wall there. As like I said, these right fronts do wear out quite a bit, and off of turn 2, from my experience, it's been a lot of tightness off of turn 2. And I mean, in my practice session, I tested a little bit with this up. It's a little tight off of 2, and that allows these guys to stay side by side so much because the inside lane gets so tight, and you can't really go through the corner as you would like to. But here goes Wolfgang Hoffman, really big send up the racetrack. He goes almost into Luke Peters. Let's go Cody Webster to pull up to here. He's gonna clear Aaron Brown while he looked for 3 by the inside lane. It's Wolfgang Hoffman around. He keeps it off the wall as we stay green. Wolfgang Hoffman, Cody Webster get tangled up together on the dog leg. As Malachi Drake around. As he's around up there, he was 1 lap down, but he spun out. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I don't know if he got contact in the back. Maybe he just locked up his brakes. Looks like he just overdrove the corner just a little bit. Around he goes. A little damage from him, and I believe that was... not sure exactly what it was, but Jordan Cooch 1 lap down now, so he's going to get his wave around there. He'll be on the new lap. But Malachi Drake around into turn 3 and 4. That's going to bring out our, I believe, 3rd caution of the night, 4th caution of the night. Eric here is still in your race lead. Aaron Brown up to 3rd place right now. He's making his way up through the field as we speak. This wave around's happening as we can see right there. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back before the green flag. Hello everyone, we're back here live at Phoenix. Coming about 20 laps to go here. About 20 miles to decide who will win tonight's race. As the Irrigator has led a lot of laps here tonight, but the person who has led the most laps has not won every race. Any single race actually, as green flag is out, as he leads us to the green. 3 wide in the back there for a little bit. I think that's Cody Webster and a few others. Nico Zaman's ahead of him. As there's still 3 wide in the back right there. As Peter's side by side with Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown looking to the outside lane. He's challenging Luke Pearsley for second place right now. There's also has Jordan Coons right there in the middle in 18th place. He's trying to make his way through the field. He has fresher tires due to him pitting for the damage. I'm guessing he took his set of tires, that one set he had. Peter still in the race lead as Peter's side by side with Aaron Brown. As side by side to go, that's going to allow Irrigator to pull away just a little bit. And these drivers still continue to battle each other. Like I said, that could allow Irrigator to pull away, and that could create a big gap as the track isn't as big as it was before with these cars. I remember at Phoenix, you really gained a lot of time with these the draft. In the older version of these cars. I mean, you don't really know how this plays out, as we haven't really seen a long green flag long where Peter really pulls away. He was starting to pull away a little bit there, but we had a caution there a little late in the run. But can Irrigator pull away and keep that gap maintained from Luke Pierce and Aaron Brown? There's side-by-side action here. Cody Webster, Jordan Coons side-by-side. There's contact between Cody Webster, Hunter Terpstra, and that's Rafe Hatlin. A little bit of contact between those 3 drivers as Cody Webster saves it, though, as Jordan Coons up to P11 now, making his way through the field with those fresh tires. He could be one to watch here late in this race. Go back to the battle for a second. Luke Pierce and Aaron Brown still side-by-side, one of them trying to get ahead of the other. And I think these guys kind of know if these guys don't single file out soon enough, he was going to be able to pull away to a pretty big gap, as he's been about half a tenth quicker each lap the last few times. Here comes Brendan Timon blocking Chuck Brodsky, I mean, at 7th place position. Not letting anyone really get by him. As Brady Floyd, good positioning for him up to P5. Here goes Wolfgang Hoffman looking inside for 6th place. As Luke Pierce almost cleared Aaron Brown off of turn 2. Not able to do enough though. He almost clears him, and he does so. Luke Peters up to piece 2. Here comes Aaron Brown. He'll have a good run. Kelpinger on his right rear. He's just going to push him, as these guys have to work together, try to get up to Irrigator now ahead of him. As here comes Wolfgang Hoffman, the inside Brady Floyd for P5. Let's go back to Jordan Coons, as he's still in P11 right now, but he's making his way through the field, looking for P10 on Gabriel Goli up ahead of him. As there's still smoke in the back here, Hunter Terpstra, Matt Moreau, and Brandon Yates battling out here for that's P14 right now, as there's some smoke in the background there. But as these guys single file each other out, Wolfgang Hoffman got around Brady Floyd, and these guys got to chase down Irrigator and work together right now, as they were about 10th quicker than our race leader Irrigator. Let's do a little comparison here between Irrigator and Luke Peters. So you can see the gap right there in the middle right there, but also the time difference between these drivers. So Luke Peters pulling away just a little, catching Irrigator just a little bit each lap, but not enough to do much. Oh, we have some contact in the back there. That's Cody Webster around. And that's going to bring out the yellow right there. Cody Webster around right in front of the field. Oh, they've got big wreck right there. Nico Salmon's around. Matt Moreau around. Ryan Philbrick around, I believe. And that is a big one on the back straightaway. As Cody Webster's lost it off of turn 2. That's going to bring out the caution, the 5th caution, I believe, of the night, with 14 laps to go. Let's take a look at what happened there. He just got really tight, got into the back of Gabriel Goli ahead of him, and around he goes, and Matt Morrow is not able to miss him. And Nico Salman's unfortunate for him. He has not taken his fast repair, I believe, tonight. No, he is not. So he'll have the chance to do that. Matt Morrow has taken a fast repair. His night is probably over, and a few others' nights are probably over after that wreck right there. But Webster has not used his fast repair. He's going to be able to come down pit lane and fix that damage. But 14 laps to go, 13 now. Air Keeter, you're a race leader. We're gonna talk to Aaron Brown, who's in P3 right now, and see what he's thinking. It's kind of the same situation he was in at USA between these drivers ahead of him. So let's see what he thinks about that. We'll bring him into the booth here. Hello, Aaron. This is broadcast with you. Got a copy? Aaron, you got a copy? Doesn't look like Aaron Brown is available there. So we'll interview Eric Kelman, who's in 5th place. We haven't interviewed him tonight. We'll bring him into the booth. Hey Eric, this is broadcast with you. Got a copy?
I have a copy.
Up to P5 right now, trying to get that win you've been looking for. Can you do it here with about 10 laps to go?
I just need to be in the outside lane. You can't pass down low. I'm gonna pick the top no matter what. I feel like Wolfgang and Heater have the best shots of winning. Wolfgang has amazing tires right now. He just flew through the field, and yeah, he just needs to start getting on the outside of people so he can make a pass. So, basically, I'm hoping for a top 5. You can only pass them the outside lane, at least from my experience, and I'll be choosing the top unless there's like probably like only one car choosing the bottom. But yeah, I'm just trying to get a top 5 here, get a good finish, and I think either Peter or Wolfgang is going to get the win here.
Well, that's I guess the driver prediction right there. But good luck in the rest of your race, and hopefully we stay clean.
Thank you.
That was Eric Keplinger in 5th place. He's saying Wolfgang Hoffman has the fresher tires. We saw him make his way through the field. He got by briefly. He got by Eric Keplinger. He's using the inside lane, though. Will this spell disaster for Wolfgang Hoffman? I mean, he's struggled a little bit. We saw him and Cody Webster get into it a little bit in the middle of the race down the dog leg, but nothing too crazy. As that could also be a strategy. I mean, you see that little rumble strip in the dog leg. I mean, that's a little extra part of the track that you can, about half a car, a little bit more than a quarter of a car, that you can use. And I mean, I don't know if people have really been using it that much, but I mean, we've seen Wolfgang Hoffman. He was able to go 3 wide for the race lead there, early in this race for using that little extra rumble strip there to get himself in position to turn 3 and 4. Will he do that on this restart? And will Eric Keeter get another great restart? And there he goes again early. And Luke Peters clear Aaron Brown down in turn 2. Josh only for position behind. As a single file for the top 3, Wolfgang Hoffman is going to clear Eric Keplinger. There's a 3 wide in the back there. Almost 4 wide, actually. As Will Keplinger and Wolfgang Hoffman clear each other. They do, as the top 5 clear. A single file out through the top 5 positions. Eric Keeter, Luke Peters, Aaron Brown, Wolfgang Hoffman, Eric Keplinger, your top 5 positions right now. So side by side for 6th place right there. Brady Floyd, Luke Lufaro, Jordan Kuntz trying to make his way through the field. Up to P8. He still has 9 laps to go. He has fresh tires here. He pitted about 16 laps to go. But can he, with those fresh tires, do anything? Luke Lufaro also pitted for fresh tires, and Brady Floyd pitted for fresh tires. 42 laps to go. So these guys have a little fresher tires, but can they make it work? As Wolfgang Hoffman getting around Aaron Brown for P3, as Wolfgang Hoffman flying through the field like Eric Keplinger said he would. as he's looking strong late in this race. So he got around Aaron Brown. Can he catch our two race leaders, Luke Pierce and Eric Keeter? Excuse me. Can he catch him? Coming to 7 laps to go this time by. The single file back here. As soon as I said, here comes Luke, Ron Kuntz to the inside of Luke Lafaro. Really seeing up the racetrack he goes. Luke Lafaro side by side. Brady Floyd not going to let him to the outside lane. Brady Floyd still ahead of these two drivers. We're going back up to the battle for the race lead. Wolfgang Hoffman kind of has gapped Aaron Brown, and he is catching our race leaders a little bit per lap. Will it be enough late in this race? Go back to the battle for 6th place. Luke Lafaro on the outside of Jordan Kuntz. Kuntz is going to almost clear him off before, not going to be able to quite do it. Crossing the line. He's going to clear Luke Lafaro. Yes, he will. Here was Brendan Timon to the inside lane. Ooh, Jeff Pradotsky into the outside of the wall there. A little bit loose. But he does keep it clean. As we're single file out through most of the field. Mostly single file out through, actually through the whole field. Let's take a little zoomed out look of this one. See what's going on. As here comes Eric Heater and Luke Peters, those top two. And Wolfgang Hoffman kind of in no man's land on the inside lane there. He's really on the inside of this. Here comes Brendan Timon to the inside of Luke Lafaro. Side by side for 8th place. As they're still side by side for 8th place off the exit to the corner. And Luke Peters closing the gap right now. Ever so slightly. Here comes Wolfgang Hoffman. And he get a win here tonight. Last one he had in the Street Stocks was Homestead with a photo finish between him and Luke Peters. Can he repeat that scenario here as him and Peters are battling out for second? As here comes Peters for the race lead. Really closing the gap. And watch out for Aaron Brown also. He could be a late charger here with 4 laps to go. Top 5 have really pulled away, especially the top 3. Here comes Aaron Brown. He's a bit loose off of 2. Coming into the inside lane. Comes good back out of it. He knows that he has to stay single file for a chance to win this race. Here comes Wolfgang Hoffman. Up the racetrack he goes. He brings Luke Peters up with him. That's going to allow Eric Kuder to pull away. Here's off the exit of the corner. Can he get a good run? Yes, he will. He'll clear Wolfgang barely, but Wolfgang's going to stick his nose down in there. He's going to go to the inside lane. Here comes Wolfgang Hoffman for second. Side by side for second place. 3 laps to go. Wolfgang Hoffman making his way through the field. He was down in 6th place. He got by Brady Floyd. He got by Eric Keltner. He got by Aaron Brown. Can he get around Luke Peters for 2nd place and have a chance at the win with Eric Heater? Sideways in the back is, oh, they're crashing right there. And they keep it straight as we stay green. As we go back up to the battle for second right now, Wolfgang Hoffman still side by side for Luke Peters. Peters is going to clear him. Wolfgang's got to push him right now and have a chance at this win. Is he's going to go even lower? No, not quite enough. As here comes Eric Heater off of turn 4. Going to take the white flag this time by. Can Eric Heater finally get that race win he's been looking for all season long? Crossing line this time by. Luke Peters in 2nd. Wolfgang Hoffman in 3rd. Can any of these drivers challenge Eric Heater for this race win? Peters up the racetrack. Here goes Wolfgang Hoffman for 2nd. Jordan Kuntz making his way up to 7th, trying to battle for Brady Floyd, but Eric Keeter going to have a big gap between these two drivers behind him. Peters going to send Wolfgang Hoffman. Peters up the racetrack he goes. Contact between these two drivers, side by side off the exits. Heater is going to win the race off for 4, but who will get 2nd? Oh, Wolfgang Hoffman, Luke Peters on the outside. Wolfgang Hoffman on the outside wall. He's going to lose the positions. Down to 5th place he goes, but Eric Keeter is your race winner here at Phoenix. As what a battle that was for 2nd place. Wolfgang Hoffman and Luke Peters side by side, dooring each other off the exit of the corner. Wolfgang Hoffman gets the worst of it there, but Luke Peters rounds himself off in the 2nd. And Eric Keeter wins here at Phoenix. He was looking for the win, redemption for USA. He's been great all 3 races, not able to see victory lane. Finally gets that win he's been looking for. And everyone's giving him some congratulatory bumps right there. And what a win that was for Eric Keeter. As he's going to burn it down here on the front straightaway. He won a championship here at Phoenix. I think that was season uh 3 or something. I don't know, but he won a championship here. And he's burning it down here at Phoenix yet again. As he's doing the Polish victory lap here, as he did about half of it, but anyways. Eric has led the most laps this season. Half of the laps this season he's led. Not seen a victory at yet so far, but man, finally gets it tonight at Phoenix, one of his best racetracks in the Street Stock Series. And Eric here gonna park it on the front straightaway, right in front of the finish line. As we're gonna take a quick break and talk to our top 3 drivers. As we're back here live at Phoenix, we're going to interview our top 3 drivers. Eric here being the first one. Hello, Eric. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Dominating here at Phoenix. You and Coons had you battled basically everyone that was up front this race. Wolfgang Hoffman, Luke Pierce, Jordan Kuntz for a while there. How did you pull it off with just so many people attacking you late in the race and also early on and basically the whole race?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna be serious for a second, it was pretty much just managing the people behind me. If I could get them to battle, then I was pretty much free to do whatever I wanted there. I could just save the tires, and as long as I didn't let anyone next to me, it was pretty comfortable out there. So there were a few moments in that race where I felt really comfortable. A lot of others where I felt way less comfortable. That was a very interesting ride. It was a fun race, and I have to thank Mr. Will C48 for getting me my 48th win. It was just meant to be.
That is, I mean, yeah, Will Cloud not be able to race tonight. Man, what a great job for him getting you that win.
Yeah, for sure.
But on a serious note, though, anyone like anyone else that you think for tonight's win?
I'd like to thank everyone who's behind me in this race for not taking me out, and I'd like to ask that they continue to do so for the rest of the season.
Next week at Homestead should be a fun one also. But congrats on your win tonight versus the season.
Thank you very much.
As Luke Peters is not in the voice chat here, so I guess we'll bring in our third place driver, Aaron Brown. And we'll get him here. As he kind of got a little lucky there late in that race between him, the contact between him and Wolfgang Hoffman, or between Luke Peters and Wolfgang Hoffman getting involved there, getting that third place position. So we'll bring in Aaron Brown here. Aaron, wrapping yourself off in third place. You had a little bit of contact ahead of you late in that race on the last lap. How did you get through and get to that third place position to finish?
Luck. I mean, my skill severely lacked tonight. I just really burned up my tires. I played the strategy wrong. Wolfgang played that strategy right, and Peterson, Wolfgang, they had a little bit of contact and got into each other. I got third. Unfortunately, 3 10 short of yellow from a GC challenge. That's my main concern, really. I just want to try and lead in everything if I can at one point.
Yeah. Your main competitor was Jordan Kuntz. He had some struggles mid race, early race, basically the whole race. Basically, sorry on pole, the pole curse, man. That's all. But anyways, anyone like to thank for tonight's run?
Gotta thank my teammates, Cody Webster. He also put my face on the car as he did last week. I don't know if he showed it. So
Oh,
in a way, I got
in
a way I got third and 17th tonight. So I'll take it. I gotta thank my teammate. Like I said, teammates. My Eric Kepling, who was talking with me tonight. Brendan, Malachi, Cody. But yeah, I gotta thank you for the broadcast. Gotta thank the viewers for tuning in. I gotta thank everyone showing up tonight, putting on a good race for all us to have fun.
Yeah, congrats on your third place position, and we'll see you next week at Homestead.
Thank you.
There's Aaron Brown wrapping himself on the third. And one driver I want to talk to since Peters isn't here is Wolfgang Hoffman. He finished in P5, but he had a great run late in this race. Still fifth place, still a great result for him, but still wrapping himself on the fifth. Hey Wolfgang, you got a copy of this broadcast.
Hey, hi, Talon, what's up?
So rounding yourself on the fifth place, had some contact late in the race. You were having a great run. You dropped down to seventh, got yourself off to third, looking for second. Walk us through what happened on the last lap.
Well, I had worked my way up through the field. I was really determined to get that second place from Luke. And I dove it down to turn one. Honestly, I didn't even mean to. It wasn't completely intentional to move him out of the way, but I just wasn't lifting at that point. I was gonna, if I drove through him a little bit, then I was gonna drive through him. But I wanted to make sure not to wreck him, and so I go into turn three. I know I'm gonna get bumped at least, so I dive it in deep. But and then Luke just dives it in massively and runs me up into the wall. I mean, I got used up way more than I used him up. I know I said to him afterwards there after the race that I was kind of okay with it. I'm not as okay with it now looking at it again. I lost out on a third because of that, and I thought it was what he did was I don't think he said he didn't meant to do it and he apologized, so I accept his apology, but I think that was too much. That was too much, and I lost out unfairly because of it.
Yeah, that's definitely a good. I mean, I'm going to disagree with you with that, but still fifth place result, looking really good in the championship positions right now. think you were 5th in the championship, if I remember correctly. So still really good finishes from you, and you're looking forward to Homestead, which you actually won last season. So
Yeah.
how are you looking forward to that race next week?
I'm looking forward to it. I just kind of wish it was more of a track like this because I ran well today. But next race, I mean, that could be anybody's. I mean, that could be anybody's race to win. So it'll be for sure very exciting. And yeah, I did win that last, so I have some good memories there, and hopefully I can repeat that again.
Yep. Congrats on your 5th place position, or 5th place result here tonight, and see you next week at Homestead.
Thank you, Tom.
As that was Wolfgang Hop. I'm gonna interview one more driver here. We don't really do 4 interviews, but I guess Luke Pierce isn't showing up, so we'll interview Eric Keblinger. He finished in 4th place right now. See what he has to say. Oh, Eric, you got a copy?
I have a copy, Talon.
Round yourself out in the 4th place. Kind of got lucky there that Wolfgang and Luke Pierce had some contact there, but you know, things happen on the racetrack. So walk us through how you got through that last lap incident.
Yeah, I just on that last restart, I just tried to push Aaron up there, but both our tires were shot, so we couldn't really catch him. And it's just hard to pass unless you have such a tire differential. So I was just basically stuck behind Aaron, and I just got lucky with Peters and Wolfgang battling out. I thought Wolfgang was going to easily pass Peters with his fresher tires, but you know, Peters is an amazing driver, and he held Wolfgang off pretty well, and they just could not catch either. So I just got lucky there at the end that they are battling hard, and Wolfgang wrecked. So yeah, I got lucky for 4th. I was looking for a top 5 today, and I got it. So
Yeah, good points today for you. Looking next week at Homestead, what's your thoughts on how the plate races are gonna go there? You're usually pretty good at those 1.5 Super Speedway races on these street stocks.
yeah, it's just all about just making sure you're in the right lane at the right time too, because of the big run strikes. I know last time we went to Homestead and street stocks, we had a track blocking big run. So you just gotta get lucky and avoid the wrecks. Make sure you're in the right lane and whatnot at the right time. So it'll be fun. I know Charlotte went well for me. Just got to make sure we stay clean.
Yep. And rounding yourself on the 4th place. Congrats on your top 5
I
position here.
just want to say one more thing.
Okay.
If
My
Will
bad.
Kyle-
My bad.
No. If Will Kyle's listening, please select me to win next week. All right, because Will Kyle got his prediction right this week on Chat GPT, whatever, and he's got to pick me next week. All right, he's got to pick me next.
Yeah, I think we have to make that like the broadcast. We gotta make that like a graphic, you know, like the World Call
Yeah.
pick of the week or whatever.
Yeah,
Predictions of
sounds
the
amazing.
week or whatever. Who crashes the most? Who, I don't know, whatever. Definitely some thoughts right there.
I'm just truly shocked that Eric Heater broke the curse tonight. You know.
I mean, the pole position curse is still
Oh yeah,
I mean,
but leading the most laps down the
true.
race.
True.
Yeah.
That's one thing I talked about. But yeah, either way, good run for you. 4th place. See you next week at Homestead.
Thank you.
As that was Eric Keplinger. And that's gonna wrap up the interviews for tonight's race. What a race it was. I mean, overall, just a great race, and I think it was one of the best races of the season, probably better than Charlotte. I mean, those two are really the contenders, and this race really had some great racing side by side throughout the whole field, 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide even sometimes. And I mean, overall, that was just such a fun race to commentate. And yeah, a lot of twists and turns throughout that race, and tire were playing a factor, track position, comers and goers. I mean, man, that race was just so fun to watch. It's really good to take a look at your results here for tonight's race. As Eric Heater wrapping up the win here tonight, our first time not having the green at Turkey this season. Kind of surprising. Not really. I mean, kind of expected Phoenix to be pretty clean and whatnot. But Luke Pierce in 2nd, Aaron Brown in 3rd. So Eric Keplinger 4th, Wolfgang Hop in 5th, Brady Floyd 6th, Jordan Kunch, our pole sitter in 7th. The pole sitter is yet to win the race this season. Will that change next week at Homestead? Probably not. Speaking of his Homestead, I don't know if we'll see a pole sitter and winner in the same race this season, but that'll be interesting to watch out for. The Jordan Kuntz, I think he will still be in the points that I believe after this race, but Aaron Brown's definitely closed the gap on him, and Eric Heater definitely closed the gap on him throughout the whole field. I have a lot of people close the gap on him, Wolfgang Hoffman, Luke Peters, and whatnot. So I think it'll be a lot closer than most people thought going into this race. Jordan Kuntz is still top 10 every single race. Breaks his top 5 streak though. He had 3 top 5s going into tonight. Now he's on the 7th. But still a great result from him. But anyways, Ufaro 8th, second race season for him. Finishing top 10. Brendan Timon, Charlotte winner 9th. Malachi Drake 10th, second in points, but he finishes in 10th place. Brandon Yates in 11th. Jeff Kuratsky in 12th. Lucas Almans in 13th. Christian Rudman 14th. Rafe Hatland 15th. Gabriel Goli 16th. And Cody Webster 17th. Last driver in the lap, Hunter Terpstra 18th. Chad Fry 19th. Matt Moreau 20th. Ryan Philbrick in 21st. Daniel Reinbolt 22nd. Dominic Hughes in 23rd. Frank Hughes 24th. And that's the last driver that has completed a lap. Everyone else did not grid up for tonight's race, but that's going to be it for tonight. Next week we go to Homestead like I was talking about. Our next broadcast is actually going to be Volt Racing League Saturday, this Saturday 9:30. They go to the LA Coliseum in the Gen 6 cars, so that should be a fun one. The next, our next broadcast for LRL is next Wednesday at 8 p.m. at Homestead. That should be a really enjoyable race, kind of similar to Charlotte, but I think a little bit better in my opinion. A lot more moving around the racetrack, the outside, middle, inside lane. But we'll see how that plays out at Homestead, but we'll see you guys next time at the LA Coliseum.